have some fun. We'll have some freaking fun. Alrighty then. Welcome back to the Coaches to the Moon podcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is the show where what we want to do is help you make your coaching business better, whether that is through your business systems, marketing, integration, sales ability, or through your mindset, or the more, or should I say, less tangible versions of your coaching business. This is what we're here to do. And today I'm joined by no one. I'm by myself. Let's get into it. So firstly, we're in a different room today. Yes, I'm having solar panels put on my roof at home. So there's no internet there today and it's very, very loud and noisy. So I'm here today by myself in my childhood bedroom at my parents' house in the beautiful Wahroonga, New South Wales. I've got my laptop rested on the Ultimate Wine Guide 2015. I have my microphone sitting up on Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, a very thick book indeed. And that's given me the ability to bring you this show from just a new location, a new environment. And will that hopefully give us some new inspiration for the mind to come up with a great episode for today? So here's what we're going to talk about today. This is a coaching specific, relatively technical, tangible podcast. If you want to hear about sales and spirituality and mindset and cool stories, this is not the podcast for you. But if you want to listen and talk about ads, marketing your coaching business, getting people to see your message and your offer as much as possible, and getting the best results out of those campaigns, that's what we're here to do today. If you are in a situation in your coaching business where maybe you've been running some great organic marketing for the past few years, maybe it's created a degree of success for you in your business. Fantastic. I'm very, very glad to hear it. However, maybe you've heard people telling you that Facebook ads, paid marketing is a great way to go. As someone who deals in these styles of marketing for a living, I can say I agree with them. However, not for everyone. So not only on this show today am I going to teach you about which ads I believe are best for coaches and let you decide that for yourself, but I'll also think about when is the right time to start doing ads. So let's get into that. When is the right time to move from an organic model in your business to a paid model in your advertising? Well, the first thing you got to understand is that you're always in business going to be leveraging time or money to achieve anything. When you're doing organic marketing, which is generally great Facebook, YouTube, Instagram content, posting reels, posting videos, posting quotes and pictures and value for your audience, having Facebook groups, starting conversations with the people who engage with your content, lots of DMs, lots of value-based messaging, getting them onto phone calls, ultimately offering them to come and work with you in your program. That is a great system. And I know a lot of people who are doing very, very well that way. My friend, Zach Dixon, is a great friend of mine. This guy, he's a coach making, he's at least $1 million a year coaching business and doesn't spend a cent on advertising. However, he's a master of the DM, of the voice message. And it probably takes quite a lot of time to do that. But guess what? Every time he makes a sale, 100% of the profit comes to him. Fantastic. So when you're doing organic marketing, you're leveraging time. You're keeping more money and taking more time. It's also a little less predictable and consistent. Let's say you are solely reliant on organic marketing for your lead generation. And then, you break your phone or your internet drops out or your house floods, or you have to go to hospital for a couple of days, or you want to go on holiday for a couple of days, go away for the weekend, somewhere off grid without the internet. When you come back, guess what? Your lead flow is also stopped. Is that a problem? You can decide for yourself. But the other thing to know is that when you are doing paid marketing, that problem goes out the window. When you have a predictable lead generating system coming through your paid advertising account on Facebook, it's going to keep going. Rain, hail, or shine, day and night, 24/7. If you're on holiday, if you're in a field, if you're in hospital, if you're taking a couple of days off for mental and emotional health reasons, if you're drunk, leads will still keep coming in. If your account's good, not many people can come back from a party in Ibiza from seeing Armin van Buren at Amnesia in Ibiza, having a bunch of questionable vodka Red Bulls, and have leads in their inbox when they get home, when they're doing organic marketing. Hey, is that a problem? Maybe not for you. However, predictable lead gen is always going to come from paid ads, in my opinion. So when you're running paid ads, when you're running them, this is about leveraging money. It's about using money to get your message out there, to save you time. So when you're doing that, it does take time and money to set up the campaign. But once it's running and working and optimized, then you don't have to spend as much time doing all those beautiful messages in the DMs that maybe you're really good at, but maybe you don't have the time to do anymore. I know for me as a parent now, I just don't have time to do all the DMs. I have my ads do the work for me now. My ads maybe cost me a little bit of money, but they put people into my inbox ready to talk to. Fantastic. And I think I'm a perfect example of someone who's gone from organic marketing to paid marketing. And it was a lifestyle choice, but now I believe it's a more predictable and consistent and valuable choice for my business. So what is the right time to start paid marketing? I'm going to say this. There's always going to be a ceiling on how much you can achieve by yourself with organic marketing, in terms of how many people can you reach, how many people can you talk to, how many messaging conversations can you handle at once, how many phone numbers can you dial, all these sorts of things. How many pieces of content can you make per day? Maybe for you, you have a massive capacity for that, and that's awesome. But there's always going to be a ceiling on it. When you're doing paid ads, it takes away that ceiling. It opens up your ability to reach as many people as your budget will allow. So the only ceiling becomes your budget. And if you're doing it right, that's going to be pretty limitless, the further you go into your coaching business. So when should we start the ads? One is when you've hit that ceiling. One is when you're like, I just can't do this anymore. Maybe you've had the kids. Maybe you've got a lot of clients to deliver to, and your lead gen is just something that is slowing you down every day. That's one great time to start running paid ads. However, you've got to also know this. It's never going to be the right time to start paid ads unless your business has a bit of history, unless your brand is established with a page and some content and some results, some happy clients, a program and an offer that you can deliver. Sales ability, can you follow up and can you make sales from cold, warm, hot leads? What's your process like from getting someone from having their phone number and saying, yeah, I'll be interested in talking to you, to actually getting them on the phone and making that deal with them where they become a paying client and you get some money in the bank? Can you do all that stuff? Fantastic. If that stuff still needs work, then putting money into paid ads can be an issue, because I've had this situation before, by the way, with clients, and I do my best to qualify people now so this doesn't happen, because it's a tough situation. Is when you can have leads coming into your inbox, maybe into a Google sheet, maybe applying for something, maybe in Messenger, phone numbers, whatever it is. And it can be a lot of them, but maybe you don't have the follow-up on point to where you can actually capitalize on these leads and, create value for them so that they pay you money. If you don't have that sales process nailed, then it's never going to be the right time to start paid ads. So the kind of qualification I would generally say to people is, you're making like $8,000 to $10,000 a month organically. Awesome. that's a good time to start because running ads costs money. 2, when clients come in, you can actually make sales from the leads. You're confident in that process. And then you're confident in delivering a product that they'll like. Your program is good, your clients are happy, and you want to get that message and take it out to the world. And finally, you're clear on your offer. When you're not clear on your offer, it's really, really hard to market it. So let's dig into that. When you want to start paid marketing, you've got to be clear on 2 things, a niche and an offer. Niche first. There's going to be some business coaches out there listening, or some health coaches or whoever, who will say, I can work with anyone. I can help anyone because I understand this one thing. And that might be true. That might be true. But how hard is it going to be for you to actually market to everyone in a way that makes them feel heard, makes them feel valued, and makes them feel excited to talk to you because you can solve their problem? Everyone's got different problems. Everyone's got different goals and desires, different interests. So how are you going to be able to write an ad or an offer or make a video that reaches these people in a way that makes them think, oh my goodness, I need to work with this coach. I need to download this book. I need to watch this training. That's something that can't be too broad. If you're Coca-Cola, you can market to everyone. If you've got like pool toys, cool sneakers, toys like for kids, you can market to a pretty broad audience. However, in the coaching space, it's like a smaller pool of clients we need with a much higher value, per client. And that's when it gets really exciting. You don't need that many people. So you've got to be able to actually reach the people you need with a message that says to them, I understand your problems. I understand your desires. I can get you there with this system created specifically for people like you. And doing that for a broad audience is very, very difficult. We talk a lot about the blue ocean, red ocean concept in this podcast, so I won't go too far into it, but it's basically about if you are in too big of a market, you're always going to struggle because you're dealing with massive amounts of competition with bigger budgets and bigger followings than you. And it's also really, really hard to get an offer out that everyone resonates with. However, what you can do is go down one level into a smaller market and make them follow you as an expert, become an expert, become a big shark in a little ocean. So knowing your niche, knowing your demographic is one thing, and then knowing your offer is the other thing. If someone says to you, hey man, what kind of coaching do you do? I'm a fitness coach. Who do you help? Men. What do you help them with? Oh man, so I've got like 3 or 4 different programs. Basically, it's all customized. It depends what they want. Like it starts off with, 1 session a week, and sometimes you can have 1 session a week plus meal plans, and it goes all the way into 6-month private coaching sessions and group coaching. It's like, whoa. It's going to be a lot more helpful for you if you can say, I have a 24-week transformational group coaching program with personalized workout plans, personalized meal plans, group coaching, weekly check-ins, and an app. Oh, okay, I understand what I'm getting. If you can tell people what your offer is quickly, succinctly, and clearly, then it's a much, much better time to run paid ads as well, because you've got people who don't know you, cold audiences coming in from all over Australia or the world, and you've got to tell them what you do and why they should work with you. If that takes too long or it's confusing or unclear, it's going to be a nightmare. So before you start paid ads, guys, let's tick these boxes. 1, $8,000 to $10,000 a month in your coaching business, minimum. 2, clear on your demographic. 3, clear on your offer. 4, confident in your sales process. 5, confident in your delivery to your clients. If you've ticked all these boxes, congratulations. I think you're a good candidate to start doing paid ads. Whether you do it yourself or pay marketers like us to do it, that's a whole nother story. Budget, I think it's good to learn how to do some things yourself. I think it's good to know how basically the structure of Facebook advertising works, even if you're hiring someone to do it, because that means that you can have constructive conversations about the ads. You can understand the lingo they might be using to report to you how they're going. And basically, yeah, you're not going to be in the dark. You're not going to be always at the whim of a marketing company to do it for you. If something breaks down, you suddenly can't afford a marketing company anymore. To know how to run your own ads is pretty helpful. If you're watching this, you can join our Facebook group, Simple Ads and Stacked Calendars for Coaches, where we teach you how to do that for free. Oh, my phone. What was I talking about? Oh my goodness. Yes. So whether or not you do it yourself or not, another question. It's all to do with budget. It's all to do with anything, but I'd always recommend learning a bit of it, learning the basics. Okay. But what kind of ads should we run for our coaching businesses? This was the title of the podcast and the reason you came here. And I'm going to knock this out in the next 7 minutes and make it really simple for you. The 3 main campaigns that we run for coaches are as follows: Facebook lead form ads, Facebook Messenger ads or Instagram Messenger ads, and then like funnel or landing page ads. Let's go through them very quickly and let's break down the pros and cons. The first thing you need to know about any of these ads is that the best kind of ad to run for your coaching business is the one that will be most aligned with the way you want to do business and the way you want to talk to your leads. What I mean by that is if you're someone who loves the DMs, loves talking to people in Messenger, but you're terrified by the concept of ringing someone on the phone, having a phone conversation to kind of book them in, then don't run ads to get you a bunch of phone numbers. The only reason you do that is to build skills and resilience, and that's another conversation. If right now you're like me, I don't have time in the evenings to call people or during the day, so I run Messenger ads because my team can handle that. I also run ads to a landing page. If you're someone who wants to build a really big email list and just email people and like build an audience, don't run ads to get phone numbers. Don't run Messenger ads. Run ads that go straight to an email list. Build your list. You've got to run the ads that are aligned with your skills and the way you want to do business. Otherwise, you'll resent them. So just think about what you do now, and then running ads is like plugging in your business to an amplifier, getting your message out to more people. Right now, you're playing acoustic. This is moving to electric, full-blown Metallica, turn it up to 11 kind of shit. That's good. We love that stuff. Facebook lead form ads, what are they? How do they work? Very simple, okay? One of my favorites. Someone sees your image on Facebook. Let's say, for example, for all these examples, this ad is about giving away a free ebook, okay? People see through a Facebook lead form ad, they see your ad on Facebook and they click it. I want to download this ebook. A little form pops up. Inside that form, it says like, congrats for coming through. Enter your information so we can send you your free ebook. Now, Facebook already knows their information. First name, last name, email address, phone number if you want it. They're all in there. All the person needs to do is click, yep, that's me. And yes, send me my book. Ping, that goes off to like an email list. They get their book. Ping, their details go into like a spreadsheet for you or a CRM or whatever. And then, you can text them, you can call them, you can email them. Leads, fantastic. Great system. I love them to bits. The pro is that it's so simple to capture people's information and for them to get what they want from you, i.e. the free ebook. The con is that, it gets phone numbers, and people don't often like to be called these days, or emails, not the most effective way of reaching people sometimes. Everyone's different. But also the con is because it's so fast. If you do call these people, 3 days later, 4 days later, a couple of weeks later, they're probably not going to remember even going through that process to get that free ebook, right? Because it's so fast. So you're going to make it memorable, and the follow-up has to be really exciting and on point, okay? Both automated and manual. Very important stuff. The next kind of ads is messenger ads. Messenger ads, I think, are super duper awesome. Great vocab, Alex. Super awesome because it's just kind of like doing what you're doing, your outreach DMs every day, but amplifying it and taking it to that next level where people are coming to you in droves. Awesome. I turned on an ad for a client last night. We had 57 messages overnight. Can you imagine that? 57 people a day saying, I want your stuff. What would that do for your business, right? Messenger ads, they click on this ad to get this ebook. They go in instantly, they pop into a messenger conversation where there's like an automated little chat bot talks to them and says like, hey, Alex, thanks for coming through. Where's the best email to send your free ebook? Awesome. Got that. What's your goal? Why do you want this ebook? Is it make more money, have more time, scale my business? They click on that and you can actually qualify people, give them a little quiz, talk to them a little bit. And within about 30, 40 seconds, they can be slightly invested in your message. They've got their ebook, they're in your inbox, and then you can contact these people whenever you like with a message, a voice message, a video message, a freaking meme, a GIF, whatever you like. And people don't mind getting messages that much. Getting a phone call might not be for everyone, but messaging someone is pretty non-invasive, pretty versatile, and it's pretty awesome. The cons are that nurturing someone in Messenger can be a long process. And also, if you've got 57 messages coming through and you don't have a team in place to help you handle that, you can get overwhelmed pretty quickly, and then you're kind of wasting leads. So my solution for that one would be to, one, get in as many messages as you can handle per day, not more than that. Two, set up systems so that when people come into your inbox, they're also into your email lists. They're also into a sheet somewhere, so you can kind of separate and they don't just get lost in your big, massive pool of messenger conversations. And three, personalize it. Be personalized in your follow-up. Move from automation to personalization as quickly as possible. And, a little voice message can't hurt. 30-second voice message can make a massive difference in how someone perceives you. Takes you away from being a company to being a person. And that's huge. The third kind of ad is like sending people to a website, a funnel, or a landing page. And just to kind of clarify the difference between a website and a funnel, a website is your page where you have all your resources, all your info. People can kind of click around, move around, do what they want. A funnel is taking person from A to B to C. They come onto your page, and the only reason they're there is to get that free ebook. And then the next page they go to is like a thank you page where you like offer them a phone call or a webinar. And then the next page, you sell them something else, and then just moves them down the line. Websites are for swimming, funnels are for diving. Good to know. Now, these are awesome because someone clicks on your ad to get your free ebook. They come to this page, and then that page, you can make it super duper cool. You can put imagery, you can change every single aspect of the branding, logos, videos, text, value stacking, mock-ups, just make it awesome. Testimonials. You can stack that page up with stuff that makes you look amazing and sells that person on your business. They can then come in once they've downloaded that book, ping, email lists. The next page can be selling a phone call with you or a strategy session or a paid product or a webinar, a little bit of an upsell from the last page. And it's so versatile. There's no limit to what you can put on these pages. If you have a good looking funnel, far out, you can be selling automated products. You can make money in your sleep just by having a really, really great funnel that sends people there and then just sells the hell out of a product, value stacks it, handles all their objections, shows them all the testimonials, how great it is. And they're very, very versatile, absolutely limitless, super effective. But there's two things I would say are the major cons. One, just from an advertising point of view, people are pretty lazy. And when people click through to your page and it says, what's your email to get your free ebook, that might be enough for some people to be like, now I'm out of here. So they visited your page, but they've not taken action. So it assumes like just a little bit of extra action from the prospect or the audience, which is fine. If they're not willing to put in their email address, they're probably not going to be a very good client. But that's just one thing to know. The other thing is that like they can take a long time to build. And if you're not great at that, you might pay someone a lot of money to build it for you, a few $1,000s to get a funnel. They could ultimately make you much more than that, but they can take time and effort and money. So what's my position on funnels? I think they're great. I think they're awesome, but I would always be testing my offer with a simpler Facebook ad, like a Facebook lead form or a messenger ad, before digging into all the time and effort it takes to build a funnel. Also, when you have an ad working, never turn that one off while you test the next one. So say you're running a Facebook lead form, heaps of people are clicking through to it, it's doing really well. You want to run a funnel, keep the Facebook lead form ad running while you test the funnel. Just split your budget up a little bit, and then once it kind of overtakes it, swap it all the way over, because ultimately funnels are less work for you. They're more impressive, and that's the goal you want to get to. It's like a bunch of funnels doing your job for you. So that's my quick little insight, guys, into when to start Facebook ads as a coach and what kind of ads to run. You'll see I didn't give you any solid answers, just more that there's places to start and places to finish. And there's just a few things you need to know about yourself before you do it. So guys, I hope it's been helpful today. I hope these solo episodes are not too boring for you. I enjoy them. I like just talking, and I find it's a really, really good way for me to upskill as well in what I know. They say the best way to learn something is to teach it. I learn a lot from these episodes. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the videos if you're here. And thank you for, being a part of this journey and this podcast. I love it to bits. I love you to bits for watching. And I'll be back with another guest next week. So until then, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching. I'll see you soon. Much love and peace out.